Welcome into Valhalla for Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Dusty Lidster with you, the two-time reigning state champion Lone Peak Knights. And look, Tage Lidster shows up at his other high school. No crutches, too, as Sarah Bartholomew gets the opening tip-off, picked up by Kennedy Woolston. Our first time getting to see the Lady Knights since the holiday break. And Lady Knight Basketball brought to you by Hanu. I want to thank them for joining us and being a supporter of Lady Knight Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Three from Naya Tanuvasa is good. And Naya coming off that week where she is on the watch list for McDonald's All-American. First chance for us to see this Pleasant Grove team. And here's Lily Evans. Lily Evans. Kawata Tayosa, or Tui Soa, pardon me, I know how to do that. Tui Soa, loose ball picked up by Sarah Bartholomew, ahead to Naya Tanuvasa. Naya back into Sarah, no, step back. And then Shawnee with the steal, and the foul, and one. Shawnee Nordstrom. It was good defense turned in there by Tabby Clark. The ball goes into the hands of Shawnee Nordstrom, and Shawnee, been a slowish start for Shawnee starting the year, our reigning Impact Player of the Year. And hopefully after that really rough out-of-state schedule, she can find more of a rhythm. And she leaves the free throw short. Rebound to Sarah Bartholomew. Sarah sends it back up to Kaylee Rich, now to Kennedy Woolston. Kennedy to Shawnee. Shawnee down the lane to the rim, and Shawnee Nordstrom with 4 points. And it's a quick 7-0 start for Lone Peak. That ball goes out of bounds off of Lone Peak. And it's Viking basketball. Oh, wait, everyone was confused. So, PG takes a timeout. And our first timeout, we'll take it with them. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball.
Every day we have a choice to sit and wait or get up and go. How do you get up and go?
And welcome back into Valhalla. A quick 7-0 start for Lone Peak. Sent out to Kennedy Woolston off on the three. Rebound taken by Shawnee Nordstrom, but she stepped out of bounds. It'll be Viking basketball with 6:38 left in the opening quarter. First time watch, just remind you that clock on your screen is unofficial. I'd keep it right here. Sometimes it doesn't fire, things like that, little glitches. We'll always try to sync it back up as quickly as possible. Up the floor with Lily Evans. Evans over to Tui Soa. Tabby Clark terminates. Tony Vasa right there with her. Sent that ball along the baseline. This is Newman, lost the handle. Loose ball picked up by Lone Peak. Here comes Kennedy Woolston. And Kennedy lucky not get called for travel there. Here comes Tony Vasa down the lane. Naya left it a little strong. Sarah Bartholomew with the board and the putback. And now 9-0 Lone Peak. Lone Peak PG always bookend the year, at least it seems like it for the last 3 years. Is on the other end. Kaylee Rich going to pick up the foul. And called on the shot. Yes, they are. 2 free throws coming to Amber Cook. 5'8" senior. It's the first. Well, we started. This is our 3rd season of the Lone Peak Girls Basketball, and the first game we ever did was here at PG. Kaylee Woolston hit, 4 threes in the first half or something like that, and Lone Peak ran. And that one, full free throws good. We'll have the boys game coming up next. There will be double headers every night, game night. Double headers on the Rewind Sports Network with Lone Peak girls and boys. Shawnee Nordstrom misses on the 3. Bartholomew tapped it out and then couldn't control it, and the ball will go back to PG. 5:29 on the clock. We'll sync it up at 5:26. That ball goes out of bounds.
Ball still remains with Pleasant Grove.
This Lone Peak team, well, Coach Nancy Warner. 6A's gotten a little more interesting this year. Last 2 years is Lone Peak. One, surprisingly, is that ball inbounded out of bounds. So it'll be Lone Peak basketball on the baseline. But 3 years ago, Lone Peak shocked Fremont in the finals and then ran away with it last year. This year, Copper Hills is looking extremely good. There are a lot of good teams. Inbound in quickly to Sarah Bartholomew. And Sarah now with 4 points. So this Lone Peak team, though they are the reigning champs, it's going to be a climb as Sarah with the steal off the inbound. And Sarah now with 6 points in the opening quarter. And Lone Peak could just say, hey, look, it's a lot of out-of-state stuff as Tanuvasa and Woolston able to knock that one loose on the trap. That ball was tapped, no double dribble. Bring the ball up the floor, and the jumper is good for Lily Evans. I mentioned Copper Hills is very good. Bingham is extremely good. There's a lot of depth in 6A for Lone Peak to contend with this year. That girls tournament will have every game of it right here on the Rewind Sports Network. As Katie Lawrence misses on the three and the rebound, taken away by Amber Cook. But all those state championships are right here on KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships. As the free throw, or probably the three, no good by Amber Cook. Board by Nordstrom. Shawnee goes end to end, misses the layup. It's not like her. Come back this way, Newman. Jump stop, sends out Cook for three. In and out of the board to Naya. Naya ahead to Kennedy. Kennedy, oh, beautiful spin move. Dump it under. Kennedy Woolston. Come back this way. Newman step through, no. And we're going to have a loose ball foul on the rebound on PG. Oh, they're going to call that on Katie Lawrence on the box out. Nancy Warner wanted to understand the situation. So, explanation made. Stay here with PG. So the foul to Katie Lawrence. Three, or probably long two on the way, and Cash Connors knocks down the long range two. 15-6. Woolston, saved by Nordstrom to Nordstrom. That one off the front of the iron. Back down the floor with PG. And now a foul on the drive. It'll be the second team foul on Lone Peak.
Checking in for the Knights, number 45, Sarah Bartholomew. And number 32, Katie Rich. For the Vikings, number 3, Michaela Moyer. And number 11, Tuia Sola step on for the first time tonight.
Tuia Sola comes back on. Quickly get that ball inbounded. Under 3 minutes left. We'll get that clock fixed here momentarily. Falling away, the shot goes for Taddy Clark. It's a little push from Pleasant Grove. As Tanuvasa drives to the rim, left it short, and a rebound. Taken by Miley Tuiasoa. Three on the way, no, from Clark, and the rebound to Zuri Nordstrom. Naya called for a carrying violation. With his clock resynced up at 2:18 left in the quarter.
Once again for the Vikings, number 1, also stepping back on the court, number 24.
Kawata Tuasoa coming back on the floor. As does Amber Cook. It's Michaela Boyer. Kayla hands off to Cook. Kaylee Rich right there. On the drive, Cook, no. In the hands of Miley Tuasoa. And it's a 5-point game. 7-0 spurt from Pleasant Grove. Shawnee on the drive, going to pull up, fall away, no. And the rebound taken by Cook. Boyer on the drive. Bartholomew with the block, the rebound to Clark. And the run continues for PG. It was 15-3, now 15-12. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball.
Every day we have a choice. To sit and wait, or get up and go. How do you get up and go?
Minute 20 left in the first quarter. Dusty Litster with you. Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Honeyware. Go to honeyware.com. Also brought to you by Heidemann and Associates, a presenting sponsor of the Rewind Sports Network. Get a free legal consultation. Just go to Heidemann and Associates at utah.law.com. Kennedy Woolston left all alone for three. And if you leave her alone, she's going to hurt you. 5 points in the quarter for Kennedy. Bring the ball up quickly. Clark stolen away by Nordstrom. Here comes Shawnee. Shawnee to Kennedy for three. Missed on the back-to-back. Gets her own board. Ooh, a little sauce on that pass there from Kennedy Woolston. It's still weird. I mean, we called her game for 4 years, but it's still weird to not see Kaylee Woolston on the floor on Lone Peak. She's killing it at BYU as Bartholomew misses, gets her own rebound. Missed it, now have a loose ball foul on Naya Tanuvasa. That'll be the fourth team foul on Lone Peak. So it'll be free throws for the final 45 seconds. Cash Connors comes back on. Connors back to Cook. 10-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Newman terminates, sends it back out to Cook with 20. Good defense by Kaylee Rich. Cook still probing. Looking into Newman. Sends it out, 8 seconds. Down to 5. Connors can't get loose. Newman pulls. And it rolls out on the rebound. Taking 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1 at the horn. Tanuvasa, no. And that will do it for the first quarter. And at the end of one, it's Lone Peak 18, Pleasant Grove 12. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Still on the inbound. Apologize for any issues you got with the stream. I'm trying to fix that situation. But if the internet blips, it does. Just go ahead and refresh your stream, and hopefully they'll be able to catch it and get it back on. So apologize for that. But we're at the mercy of the internet. Tuisola sends that ball up top to Newman. Newman to Cash Connors. Connors back up top to Lily Evans. Back to Cook. Cook will pull for three. Can't get it to go. To rebound and run out to Kennedy Woolston. Woolston, oh, beautiful fit to Shawnee Nordstrom, who on the reverse side scores. Beautiful play from Lone Peak. Back the other end, and we'll have a foul and 2 free throws coming to Cash Connors. That foul goes to Sarah Bartholomew, her first team foul of the quarter. Remember that team fouls reset the quarters just like in the NBA. And the free throw good for Cash. She's got 3 points on the night.
Also number 13, Tabby Clark.
Connors, a 6-foot sophomore. Got the first, lips out on the second. Rebound and run out here with Lone Peak. Bartholomew over to Zuri Nordstrom. Zuri into Shawnee. Shawnee open, Kennedy for three. Kennedy Wilson in that game where during the break, Lone Peak beat the number 3 team in the country. It was Kennedy, I believe, had 5 threes in that one. I believe it was number 3, top 5 team in the country. So Tanavasa picks up her second personal foul. She'll come off in favor of Kaylee Rich. Her mom makes amazing cookies. I'm trying to remember the name of the cookie shop, but I shouldn't do that because I'm going to give you the name. If you're a Lone Peak fan, you know who it is. And there's a steal. Here comes Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee over to Zuri. Dropping inside Sarah Bartholomew. Steps through and scores.
Bartholomew for 2.
Well, Sarah's strong offensive performance continues here in the second quarter. Lily Evans over to Connors. Shawnee went for the steal and gets the foul instead.
Foul is called on number 3, Shawnee Nordstrom.
Newman, good defense from Nordstrom. Tabby Clark terminates. Cook tried to go with the run by, and good read by Bartholomew. Now we'll have a reach-in foul after the steal.
Foul is called on number 24, Cook.
Foul's called on. What did you say on Cook?
Number 11, Tuisola.
Tuisola checks back in. Woolston up top. Shawnee passes up the 3, give it to Zuri for 3, and Zuri Nordstrom.
Nordstrom drops in 3.
It's her first 3 that I've called as that ball goes out of bounds, at least I remember calling. And it'll be Lone Peak basketball. 5:23 left in the half. Mind you, the boys' game will be coming up at 7:30. Got a lot of games going on tonight and this week. We got a cruise everywhere. Davis at Fremont, Highland at Alta. 3 from Nordstrom, short, was on line. Rich blocked away by Clark, sent out. Shawnee Nordstrom lips out the 3. Rebound goes out of bounds. And it will stay here with Lone Peak. Fresh shot clock, 35 seconds.
Subbing in, number 30, Tay Brown steps on the court for the Vikings.
Tay Brown comes on for Lily Evans. Sarah goes at the defender and scores. Sarah Bartholomew, the future BYU Cougar, having a good first half. And then a traveling violation off the steal. We'll wipe that off. And a full timeout taken by Pleasant Grove. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. 4:57 left in the half, and again, I apologize. We're hitting some bumps in the internet. Our system does a little coded system. And when it changes from a certain color, I know that it's not running right. I had to reset it. Anyway, anytime that happens, just go ahead and hit refresh. Hopefully I'll have fixed it by then. So off the steal, here comes Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee at Cook. Cook, did she tip it out of her hands is the question. Jump ball, I think it's a good call by the officials. Did not have a definitive look on that run where Shawnee went up, hand on the ball. She didn't release it before coming down. I think it's the right call. And back the other way, Tay Brown loses it. Here comes Kennedy Wilson, leaves it to Shawnee. Shawnee to the corner. Katie Lawrence, back rimmed. Rebound tracked down by Nordstrom. Zuri to the cutting Lawrence. Now it's Woolston on the drive. Kennedy, no. Loose ball poked away by Zuri Nordstrom, and it's a fresh 35 seconds for Lone Peak. Lost the handle, got it back to Zuri. Kennedy again, inside out. Katie Lawrence, no, and another fresh 35 seconds as Kennedy Wilson got that rebound. Katie Lawrence goes inside out. Shawnee Nordstrom, no. And the rebound by Cook. Long possession, no points out of it. As Cook tries a baseline stolen by Shawnee Nordstrom. Quickly ahead. Katie got stuck underneath the rim, trying to make that pass out of bounds. They'll call it off a PG. It'll be Lone Peak basketball. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Naya Tanuvasa comes back on. Inbound two, Naya blocked away. The only one I saw was Sarah Bartholomew. Sarah gets the loose ball and scores. He's close to 10 points. Shawnee Nordstrom with the steal from behind. And the loose ball picked up by Lone Peak. So Shawnee with the steal. Shawnee on the drive. Shawnee with the bucket and the foul. Well, Shawnee Nordstrom. Kind of what she does. Does it on both ends of the floor. Gets the steal on this end. Goes right back down the floor. Gets the hoop and the harm. They can make it a 22-point game. Shockingly misses on the front end. Rebound to Bartholomew. Sarah can't get loose. And she traveled.
Stepping on the floor for the Knights, number 34, Woolston.
Steal by Tanuvasa. Back inside to Kennedy. Woolston with the left hand, and Kennedy with the bucket. How about the run from Lone Peak? It was 15-12. And from that point, 21-1.
Foul called on number 21, Nordstrom.
Another foul to Naya. Naya will come off the floor as Shawnee comes back quickly. But the varsity bench for Lone Peak. Got 3 players on the bench tonight. Fall away from Clark, no. Loose ball taken by Kennedy Woolston. Inside to Rich, a little long. Tapped out by Sarah Bartholomew, and that ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Viking basketball. Sarah tipped that out of bounds. 2:28 left in the half. Tuiasoa brings it into the front court. A ball knocked around and taken away by Sarah Bartholomew. Shawnee give it up to Kennedy. Wilson up top to Bartholomew. Now Katie Lawrence for three. Well, she loves to do and can do well. We saw in the game in the Holiday Hoop Fest, Katie Lawrence can shoot it. And on the take, the foul, going to put Tabby Clark at the line. Foul goes to Sarah, number 2 on Sarah. And the sophomore Tabby Clark to the line. So you got a few good-looking younger players on this team. Connors and Tabby Clark. She hits the first.
That hits the first and 2. Substitutes for the Vikings, number 23, Holcraft, and number 3, Nordstrom, back on the court.
So Zuri Nordstrom and Lave Holdcraft. Come on the floor for Coach Nancy Warner. The ball tipped around and out of bounds.
Ball out of bounds. Viking ball.
Viking basketball with 1:51 left in the half.
Correction on.
We've had a couple of late corrections. So out of bounds, and it's Lone Peak ball. Nothing like a good late correction to spice up a broadcast. Zuri off the handoff from Kaylee Rich. Oh, wild shot. And the rebound to Pleasant Grove. Minute and a half left in the first half. 3 on the way, too long. Holdcraft double dribble. Well, call it carry or double dribble.
Stepping back on the court for the Vikings, number 3, Lily Evans, and number 24, Emma Cook.
Inbound goes. Picked up by Tuiasoa. Oh, Nordstrom poked it away. And Zuri getting called for the foul. Nancy thought her hand was on top of the ball. It's kind of just an awkward fall.
This will put the Vikings in the bonus.
That is the 15th foul on Lone Peak. We'll put Pleasant Grove with the line to shoot 2. And the free throw good.
Gets the roll for the first shot.
And the second good as well. 39-16. Is Shawnee Nordstrom. Comes off the screen from Kennedy Woolston. Shawnee goes inside out, back to Kennedy. It's hit 2 threes in the first half. A little shake and bake and traveled. Back to the basics to start out or to lead off the region season. Just like Andy Bernard said to Jim Halpert, back to the basics. I like it. Oh, pardon me, it wasn't him. It was to Anyway, I put Newman at the line.
Newman to the line, shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. It's to Oscar when they went to Canada. Knocks down the second. So 39-18. 3 on the way, no, and the rebound taken by Evans. And a steal to Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee along the baseline, lifted up, no. And the rebound to Clark. Shot clock turned off. And now a foul called on Lone Peak, and what a foul you want to give up. You give up a foul on your own baseline. You're going to walk down the other end of the floor to give up points. That's a frustrating point. And Nancy Warner takes the timeout.
This will be a full 1 minute timeout.
So full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Every day we have a choice. To sit and wait, or get up and go. How do you get up and go?
So out of the timeout from Nancy Warner. There'll be 2 free throws here for Clark. We mentioned the young sophomore, Tabby Clark, hits the first free throw. There are no more 1-and-1s. There are 2 shot fouls on any bonus. So first free throw good. Tabby Clark gets the second. So shot clock turned off, down to 15 seconds. There's Kennedy Woolston, goes to Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee out to Katie Lawrence. Lawrence to the open. Kennedy Woolston for her third 3 of the half. And that's how the half will end. We go to the break. It is Lone Peak 42, Pleasant Grove 20. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Start of the second half, Dusty Lidster with you. Lone Peak Girls Basketball brought to you by Honeyware. Honeyware.com. High post to Sarah Bartholomew. Send it out to Kaylee Rich. Now Kennedy Wilson over to Naya Tanuvasa. Naya drives the baseline. We're going to have a foul before the shot. This might go against Sarah Bartholomew as Newman's on the floor. That is on Sarah. That's her third. I was preparing for a Region 1 special, which is a charge underneath the hoop. But good to see Newman's okay. As Cash Connor comes on, Sarah Bartholomew will come off as Zuri Nordstrom comes on. Early in the third quarter, Evans gets that ball to Clark. Fire to the corner. To Isola down the baseline and scores. Miley Tuiasoa. There's the 3 from Nordstrom, no, and the rebound to Kaylee Rich. Send out Naya Tanuvasa up the 3. She traveled. Naya knew it. Inbound off of Tanuvasa. It was Kawada Tuisoa that had the last bucket for PG. I knew I'd mix up the sisters. As Cook pulls on 3, no. The rebound is Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee ahead to Kennedy Woolston. Woolston's got Tanuvasa. Ball kind of stuck to her hand there. Goes out of bounds. And it will be Lone Peak basketball. Oh, no, pardon me, it goes to PG. It's good to see Kaylee at halftime. Always got a big smile on her face. Shawnee was trying to read that out. Clark sends it out to Cook for three. She's had the range all night. Gets her first three of the game to fall. 6.5 left in the third. Tanuvasa kiss it off the window. Clark, fall away, no. The rebound to Kaylee Rich. Here comes Kennedy Woolston. So am I saying backcourt, it's the ball, not her feet. Is Zuri Nordstrom misses on the bunny. Had it all by her lonesome. Travel. Yeah. Evans brought that back foot with her when she terminated. Katie Lawrence comes back on for Nancy Warner. Shawnee brings it up the floor. Tanuvasa sends it out. Kennedy Woolston, short on the three. Rebound to Lawrence. No, that will not count. That even hit the bar on the back. Gives me a chance to bring up the fact that this is a gym that was built in 2015, I think it is. It all kinds of runs together. About 2014, 2015. Why in the world do we have poles and straps in play? I will never understand it. AF, PG, Skyridge, love all these schools. We do all the Skyridge region games. Why in the world we got poles and straps in play? We had engineers all over the state of Utah. And we got straps and poles in play. So foul goes to Naya Tanuvasa, her fourth. And on a short bench for Nancy Warner, Tanuvasa will come off the floor again. 19-point lead. But Naya is a very important player on both sides of the ball. Get that ball into Clark. Newman will pull for three, a little long. Rebound, tracked down by Connors, out of bounds. Wow, we've been really technical tonight. That ball was thrown out of bounds by PG, but Mr. Fisher was closer. When I say technical, we've had multiple carrying violations tonight. Evans double dribble. So double dribble. To those of us of a certain era, you never heard it said clearly. If you had an old Atari, dribble, dribble. Down the key, send it out to Lawrence. Katie gets it into Sarah. Left hand, no. Clark had it, foul. To Shawnee Nordstrom. Number 3 on Shawnee. Fouls adding up. Individually, remember it'll reset at the other quarter. 3 team fouls now on Lone Peak. Drop it into Connors. Connors short. Oh, rebound to Evans. Goes on the reverse side. And gets it to go. Shawnee Nordstrom. Oh, nice take down the baseline. Shawnee Nordstrom.
Nordstrom enters right back for the Knights.
In the lead, 46-27. Newman out to Evans. Lily Evans off on the 3. Rebound in the hands of Shawnee. Here comes Shawnee Nordstrom. Drop it inside to Bartholomew. Back out. Shawnee open for three. No. Rebound into the hands of Evans. Lily Evans going to go coast to coast. Lost it on the way up. I don't think it was off of, and it was off Katie Lawrence.
Number 13, Zuri Nordstrom comes back on the court.
Zuri Nordstrom comes back with 3.5 left in the quarter.
Subbing in for the Vikings, Tuya Sola steps on.
So Tuiasoa comes back on, so both of them on the floor. Clark on the drive is bumped. Misses the shot. Will go to the line for 2 free throws. First personal foul on Kennedy Woolston. Puts Taddy Clark, the 6'2 sophomore, at the free throw line. She got the first. And the second. So both free throws good, and a 17-point lead for Lone Peak. Nordstrom goes inside to Sarah Bartholomew, and Sarah, first points of the quarter. I think she's got 12 on the evening. Loose ball picked up by Nordstrom. Send ahead. Katie Lawrence lost it. Trying to pass that ball off and was stuck to her leg. And the ball goes back to PG. Again, if you're tuning in for the boys game, it starts at 7:30. So now we're in region play. Games are slotted for 6 o'clock and 7:30. Girls games go first. In Region 3 play. Formerly Region 4. And nearly stolen. But foul called on Lone Peak. It's crazy thing, I believe the original Region 4 was, that's a 15 foul of the quarter. Look at this, 5 team fouls on Lone Peak, 0 to Pleasant Grove in the quarter. I'm not saying that because I think there should have been more. I'm saying that typically Lone Peak has shot threes in the quarter, and that's what happens. So timeout taken by Nancy Warner. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Every day we have a choice. To sit and wait, or get up and go. How do you get up and go?
Lone Peak Girls Basketball presented by Honeyware. Go to honeyware.com. I want to thank Honeyware for being a sponsor of Lone Peak Girls Basketball. Dusty Litster with you. 2:48 left in the third quarter. And it's Lone Peak leading by 19. 48-29. It'll be 2 free throws here for PG out of the timeout. It's Cook at the line. And she gets the first. And lipped out the second. A rebound. Lone Peak. Inside, Zuri Nordstrom sends it out. Bartholomew. Shawnee to Zuri. Long 2. No. Rebound was Shawnee Nordstrom initially. And then we have a foul. We were going to have a lot of questions there just for a second. Shawnee Nordstrom took that rebound cleanly without any contact. Mr. Official's done it a couple times tonight. He's pointed the wrong way. Kennedy. Oh! The three-point line got her. Lily Evans to Newman. Back to Lily. Can't get it. Loose ball. Taken by Zuri Nordstrom. Zuri ahead to Shawnee. Shawnee is fouled. And I'll put her at the line to shoot 2. And Kennedy Good for Kennedy. She was laughing, or at least smiling.
Picks up the foul for the Vikings. Nordstrom will be at the line. 2 shots for the Knights.
After the mistake there by Kennedy Wilson. And the first free throw good. Shawnee. Clark comes back on. And got them both. (50-30) and a steal to Shawnee. Shawnee, Zuri, cross court, Katie Lawrence. Katie pass, try to get that in. No. Kennedy got it back. Still have yet to hit the rim. 24 on the shot clock. Down to 20. Kennedy straight away for 3. Back rimmed. Rebound taken by Newman. On the run with Boyer. Oh, a little shake. Boyer down the baseline, lays it in. Little shimmy shake there by Michaela Boyer. Lawrence to Nordstrom. Zuri on the drive. No, and come back the other way with PG. Cook. It'll be Bartholomew coming away with that one. Wilson hands back. Katie Lawrence, no. Rebound to Kennedy. High-low to Sarah, and that ball knocked out of bounds by Pleasant Grove.
Stepping on the court for Lone Peak, number 32, Katie, and number 23,
Lave Holdcraft comes on with Kaylee Rich.
Subbing in for the Vikings, Kotatulia Sola comes back on the court.
Ball quickly into Kennedy, hands back. Shawnee for 3, no. 3 ball just not falling here in the third quarter. Clark sends it to Newman. Newman out to Isoa. Tabby Clark straight away for 3. $15-point game. Oh, and Shawnee got lost where she was in the clock. And that'll do it for the third quarter. We go to the fourth quarter, and it's Lone Peak 50 and Pleasant Grove 35.
Every day we have a choice. To sit and wait, or get up and go. How do you get up and go?
Start of the fourth quarter. Lone Peak girls basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Lone Peak girls basketball brought to you by Honeyware, honeyware.com. PG, Lone Peak went up by 20. PG on a little 5-0 run to close out the third quarter. Vikings start with the ball. High post. Clark, free throw line J is good. Then got the lead trimmed down to 13. Kanuvasa foul from behind. Naya has had to sit a lot tonight with foul trouble of her own. Foul goes to Cook. Her second personal foul. First foul of the quarter. Kaylee Rich. A little jump ball. It'll be Lone Peak basketball.
Calls on number 24, Cook. Once again, Knights will put the ball into play from the end line.
Back in Shawnee Nordstrom, and Shawnee scores.
Nordstrom takes. Return inbound pass, drops it back for 2.
Cook for 3, no. Rebound loose, saved in by PG, but out of bounds. Not quite saved in. Shawnee into the corner, wide open. Kennedy Woolston for 3.
Woolston drops in 3 from the corner.
That's her 4th on the evening. Come in, a good ball movement of the offense. Tuiasoa for 3. Kawada Tuiasoa. Into the corner, Woolston misses on the back-to-back threes. The rebound to Cook. Lily Evans, transition. Can't get that one to go. Rebound and run out here with Kennedy. There goes Kennedy, coast to coast. Wraps it to Sarah Bartholomew. A nice play there by Kennedy Woolston. Back the other way, Tabby Clark. You can see her again, just a sophomore. And back the other way, and it's Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee going to get it going a little bit. And timeout taken by PG. 5 minutes, 16 seconds left in the 4th. So out of the timeout, Lone Peak leading 59-42. Drop that ball on the high post. Tabby Clark sends it out to Lily Evans. Evans drives on Woolston. 5 seconds. 3, 2. As Evans puts that one up. No. And the rebound before the shot clock, so that's why they can run it out. Here comes Katie Lawrence going the other way. Lawrence all the way to the rim. No. And the rebound by Clark. And we might have a loose ball foul on Clark. We'll see. It is foul on Clark. And again, not over the back. That is not a call. A loose ball foul on the rebound. And I'll offer the same challenge. If you can find over the back in the rule book, as Tanu Vasa misses on the runner. But if you can find in the rule book the definition of it over the back, where it says over the back, that's the name of the call, like traveling or anything else. As we got a foul on the drive. Wave off the bucket. Call it on the floor. But if you can find a foul call called over the back, I will take you to lunch anywhere you want. I'll take you to my favorite restaurant, Cecilia Mia, which is pretty pricey. Great Italian food, however. If you can send me a screenshot of the actual rule book where it says over the back, or bring it to me in one of our games. As Bartholomew batting on the block, comes away with the steal. Back the other way, it's Katie Lawrence, 1-2, and lay-in for Katie Lawrence. Straight away three, no. And the rebound taken by Woolston. Kennedy hands off to Tanuvasa. Tanuvasa down the lane, little Euro step, no. That was a beautiful take, just couldn't finish it. But it's Sarah Bartholomew with the rebound. The bucket and the foul put her at the line.
Fouls on number 2, Knights. Bartholomew shooting one from the line for the Knights.
With a good night from Sarah Bartholomew. Scored a lot of points. Been active on the floor. Does have 3 personal fouls, which I don't think is a negative thing. A free throw coming up to make this a 22-point game. And we'll have a lane violation on the free throw. Going to give Sarah one more. And got it. So Sarah with a 3-point play. Come back the other way with PG. Connors sends that one out. Oh, try to fit that one in. Did Boyer run out? Here's Tanuvasa. Naya sends out. Kennedy Woolston off on the 3. Rebound. Sarah Bartholomew saves it in, but in the hands of Cook. So back up the floor with Pleasant Grove. As we go inside of 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, we got a foul.
Blocking foul on Knights. Foul's called on number 3, Nordstrom.
Goes on Shawnee. That's number 4 on Shawnee Nordstrom. Second team foul on Lone Peak. Katie Rich comes back on. We didn't fall off the top, I promise. So the bucket there to PG as we appreciate all the support we get at Pleasant Grove when we come here. Their students do a great job, so they have their own stream. As Lily Evans gets the jump ball.
Possession will go to the Lone Peak Knights.
But their students do a great job, so we don't work on trying to get their stream. But anytime we come to Pleasant Grove, because back in the day, we were the ones putting out stuff for Pleasant Grove. Different time, different place. Build a great relationship here. As Shawnee Nordstrom, 4-3. Always appreciate them. They were coming in just to check in and make sure we're all good, so appreciate them. This boys' staff is as good as it gets. There's Boyer up top to Cabby Clark. Cabby's had a good second half. Nordstrom knocks it away, picked up by Rich. On the run now with Shawnee. Shawnee hands off Tanuvasa. Naya with the move. And the take and finish to Naya Tanuvasa. Flat-footed 3 from Evans. Doe saved in by Tanuvasa. That may have been tipped by Lone Peak. Shawnee inside to Kaylee Rich. Tough place to try to get that ball to Sarah. Hit the netting. So have a 3-second violation first.
3-second lane violation called on the Knights. Stepping on the court for the Vikings, number 1, Pleasant Grove.
Minute 15 on a running clock in the fourth quarter. to Soa, sends that one out to Boyer. Good defense there by Tanuvasa. And near 1 minute left as Tabby Clark goes at Kaylee Rich. Fall away, yes, and one. Tabby Clark's had a very good second half. This young sophomore, excited for her next 2 years. We got her and Kennedy Woolston, both sophomores. Really battling against each other for 2 more years in high school basketball as Clark misses the free throw. There's Shawnee. Gonna try to take this clock down. Now the 5-second count. Shawnee on the drive. Shawnee floats it. Got her own rebound. She can set that ball back out. Does. And then a timeout taken by Nancy Warner. As the shot clock and game clock are almost identical. Full timeout. We'll be right back. Inbound quickly to Shawnee Nordstrom. Oh, sorry, clock did not fire. 3 doesn't go from Tabby Clark. Rebound to Naya Tanuvasa. And Lone Peak will just hold it out for the final seconds of this one. Inside of 10 seconds. And that will do it. Lone Peak will go to 1-0 in region play. They get another win over Pleasant Grove. Your final score, Lone Peak 71, Pleasant Grove 46. Your player of the game, we'll go Shawnee Nordstrom. I must have put Shawnee in the 1,000-point club. The way they're celebrating, I gave her something. Shawnee Nordstrom, your HanuWare.com player of the game. Again, final score, Lone Peak 71, Pleasant Grove 46. For Gavin Atkinson, I'm Dusty Lidster. Thanks for joining us and for watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by HanuWare.com.